Hello, we are live. I hope everybody's doing awesome. If you are here and you're watching on the replay instead of the live stream, don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Comment if you like what was your favorite thing that you saw. If you so happen to see items that pop up that didn't actually get sold and at the end of the sale, you're still interested, feel free to message me. You can message me on the replay of the live, or you can do so in any other manner. Everything will be in the comments. Actually, I don't know if I put everything in the comments. I'm not really sure. So if you are joining us, say hi if you like. You can lurk if you wish. You don't have to, but I'd love to see who's here and where you're from, what you're doing. I am from Iowa, and we had a winter storm. I thought it had been done snowing, and then I went upstairs and the verdict's out. I can't tell if it's snowing or if it's just blowing, and it's blowing the snow all over. So hello, Sandy. Hi, Susie Allen. How is it on the Jersey Shore? Are you having nice weather out there? Sandy, would you mind bid ending again for me? I forgot to ask you in advance. Otherwise, I think I can do it because it's just books today and it's one price. So I think we'll be okay. But if you can, that would be awesome. Well, hello, Barbie. You must have put your reminder on today. You didn't want to miss this. Thank you. And I think you're all set, Sandy. I'm glad you're here, Barbie. Okay, you're all set. Um, 50s and 60s. Oh, we had that at the beginning of the week. And I told Demi and I went for a walk, and I'm like, we should do this, on the days that it's nice. And then now it's not nice. So we haven't done it since. But hello, Nancy. I loved your name, Bling Time Baby. You have to tell me, is it because do you collect things like jewelry or do you just like bling? I like bling myself. I also like glitter, so there's that. You're so laggy. Don't be laggy. I'd say it's because of the weather here that's affecting you wherever you're at, but I don't think that that's it. I did throw a breaker earlier because you can probably maybe hear it in the background, but I brought in a heater down here because I'm in the basement. And I was like, well, this isn't going to go too well. So hopefully we'll be okay. Nice. That is, jewelry making is quite a feat. I can make like a few little things, like not jewelry, dangles for my journals and things like that. But man, I can hardly see things half the time. That's awesome. Nancy, do you have a channel? If you do, I'll make sure I go over and follow you. Celeste is here, Woodland Inspired. She has a channel. So let me give you kind of the lowdown on today's sale. Barbie, rub it in. So today we're just doing books, and I thought it would be kind of fun because I have things I do have some rare books. I have some um, things for all of us who love crafting with papers and everything in between. But what I thought would be cool is no matter what you get, it can be shipped as media mail, which is the most inexpensive way to ship. So why not have a sale where all we're doing is books and you can just stock up, whether it be for collecting or displaying or for your crafts, whatever. We're going to do it. It's going to be fun. So, a couple of things before we get started. Have fun, visit with each other, ask questions if you want. I'm happy to answer those. And I am going to be shipping from Iowa, just so you know. If you have a winning bid, all you need to do is email me. And if you would please put in the header, live sale, and today's date, February 16th, that will help me look for those emails because sometimes they go to spam and I can't find them, and that makes me very anxious. So in the body of the email, just put your YouTube name that you bid on the items, your real name, first and last name, your shipping address, and make sure that the zip code is correct, and anything else you want me to know. That would be great. And then within 48 hours after the sale, I have a feeling I won't be going anywhere tomorrow because I won't be able to leave the house. So I'm pretty sure I'll be doing shipping all day tomorrow, or sorry, invoicing all day tomorrow. And then just please be kind and pay the invoice within 48 hours. It will come via PayPal. If you don't have a PayPal account, that's okay. I can still use the email that you wish. Just let me know that you don't have PayPal, and we'll take care of it that way. It's really safe for you, and it's safe for me as well. And it works. It doesn't really matter for the sale because we're doing all media mail, but I do use Pirate Ship to ship. Hello, Amy. And it's the best way for me to get the best rate for you. So there you have it. Now, Barbie said she's been getting a lag, so some of you may experience that as well. If this is the first time on a live sale, a lag is where you'll see if you're putting in bids. Um, Sometimes the bid will have ended and you're still bidding, or things just don't seem like they're quite in sync. If that should be the case, or even if it's not, just occasionally throughout your time, close out of this video like you're not going to watch again, and go back to it, open it back up, and make sure at all times that at the very now it's going to be different depending on if you're using an iPad, laptop, whatever. But make sure in the comment section that it will either say lot at the very top, it says live chat. Below that, it will say top messages. If it says top messages, you want to change that to whatever the opposite of that is, all messages or live chat. And that will be the way you do that is on the right hand side. There's three little lines. Click on that and hit either all messages or live chat. I don't know what's happened with YouTube, but they've changed it. And so there we have it. My email address. Thank you for asking. Let me put that up there. And why is this is weird. But I'm getting this. I don't want that there. Oh, yoy. I've never had that happen before. Let me do this. I'm going to put this on both. This will be our first item. Can you see? Why is it doing that? I'll take this off for a second. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to comments, and I'm going to put this in there. It will pop up on there as well, but it should. I entered it when I started. This is new. I've never seen that before. There we go. There we go. Exactly, Amy. Thank you so much. It's just so weird. I don't know. I see it when I'm in live sales as well, and it's different depending on what device I'm on too. So there is my email, restorationharmony, the number 1 at Gmail. And if you want, you can go ahead and send it now, and that's fine too. We can and we will honor just in case. So if you're bidding and you really, really want an item, let's just say everything today, by the way, is starting at $10. $10, whether it's a quick claim, whether it's a choice, whatever the item is, it will start at $10. So Sandy, I just made it really easy for you. And all you need to do is decide what the highest amount that you want to pay. And when I start counting that item down, If you are in the bid and you say, okay, but I bid $10 or $15 and I really want it for 20, then you just put JIC, the number 20. And at the bid end, if you are successful, you get that item $1 over what the highest bid is. However, sometimes those can turn into actual bids. So if two people put in a just in case they have 20 and 25, that person that put in 25 is going to pay $25 for that item. So I think that covers it all. I love you with all of my heart, Amy. By the way, if you have not watched Enamor Amy either on her own channel or as a guest on the Traveling Button Vintage or Junk Drunk Mantiques or any of the other places that she happens to pop up at, you need to know her. She's got some really cool kitschy items. So hop over to her channel, make sure you subscribe, and show her some love because she really brings some incredible things to the table. So thank you, Amy. I appreciate you very much. All right. So, Sandy, are you ready? Should we go ahead and get started? I'll just wait for her to say, yes, ma'am. You don't have to call me ma'am, though. So the first thing, I'll talk a little bit about this, and hopefully Sandy will be there. But the first thing I have are two books I recently got at auction. They're from the 1930s. I did sell some in the last auction, and they're in fantastic shape for their age. They are from, no need to be formal, Sandy. No need to call me ma'am. But this is, here, let me show you here. I love these for a couple of reasons. Number one, first of all, I love old books. I love anything like this. And the second thing is they make great displays. I mean, just think of your spring or summer displays. Um, they're just perfect. This is kind of a turquoisey color with a really fun orange. And inside, this one doesn't have, if you're someone who would want to use it for the purpose of repurposing it, it doesn't have a lot of photos in it. However, the pages they're beautiful. They're pristine. I use these for risers. I use them in my vignettes in my house because they have a beautiful spine as well. This is 1935, and Where Fishes Spend the Winter. There's just really, really cool images. Now, what I need to do before I forget, and hopefully this will work, this is going to be a quick claim. So this is for choice, whichever one you want. It will be $10, and you can choose either one, and I will give you a letter. So just wait until I say that letter. The first person to pop in that letter gets first choice, and then the second person, and so on and so forth, can either decide to grab what is left or pass, or you can buy both of them if you wish. Okay, so now imagine this one in winter with this cute little, I think she's kind of a 20s looking girl. Let me show you her close up. And this one is kind of a deeper red color, and it's got kind of a limey or chartreuse green. It's called Personal and Public Health. This too is, now somebody wrote in this, Marvel wrote in all of her books. I got a lot of Marvel's books, and she was making sure nobody was taking those. She must have liked to read a lot. This is copyrighted between 1930 and 1936. Hello, love, Lori. I loved your video today. Your video yesterday was even better when your dog was barking, and I thought it was Zenny. I literally went upstairs and was like, why is my dog barking? It wasn't. I was watching a video and it was her dog. This has a lot of cool images in it, and it's got some really fun things that I think you're going to enjoy. I put a couple little notes in here. And remember, this will be $10. I'm going to give you a letter, and it is all yours. But here is, this is just, I love these black and white images with that 20s and 30s style. This one has to be one of my favorite images. Now, remember, if you are someone who loves books, doesn't want to compromise the pages because these are perfect, you can copy these for your own use. If you're going to sell anything with that in there, that you can't do yet because it's not quite time. We're still in 1927 or 28. I should know that because we talked about it last week. This is my favorite. So we've come a long way, baby. This is basically our CPR of today. Did you know that this is how you did CPR in the 30s? Well, apparently it is. And it starts off by saying that you should not move. He should not be moved if he is not breathing. But then it says he should be carried in a lying position. Well, already the reader's got to be confused because like, how are you going to carry somebody laying like that? I just don't get it. But this book it's awesome. And there is apparently Marvel wasn't that her name? Yeah, Marvel. She made a few notes. She took her education seriously. So there's a couple little things. Oh, even Helen Keller even made it into the book. That's awesome. Yeah, can you imagine? Okay, now we got to flip this person over and start doing CPR this way. Okay, so I'm not going to do a countdown on this. It's going to be a quick claim for $10, your choice, whichever one you want. And the first person to put in the letter I is the recipient. 74. Well, we're having a winter storm here in Iowa. I bet is Amy there? And Sandy, you're in Wisconsin. Are you getting this crappy weather? We were talking about coming to Georgia over while my kids are going to the Turks and Caicos for spring break. And I'm thinking that Lori's making it very, very tempting to make that trek for sure. I think Wisconsin just gets snow all the time. Hello, Miss Carol. Carol is another that you should follow if you don't. She gets some really awesome thrifty finds. And I was just going to say, Carol, I don't think I have any horse books, but contraire, I do. Just in case you need another one. Okay, I'm not seeing any interest, so we're going to go ahead and move it along. And if I have time and we haven't gone too long, we will do a recap. All right, the next is an entire, hey, Shawcraft, I'm glad you made it, is another entire stack of Workbasket magazines. Now, if you watch my channel and you are a crafter, you know that there are a plethora of things that you can do with these. And I have a video that I think I did last week or the week before where I used the entire Workbasket magazine to make ephemera for days. I mean, it was on and on and on. But we have, these are from the 1960s. I don't think I have any. I think they're all from the 60s. Yes. 61 and 63 and 62. We have July, a couple of Septembers, May, and March and October. But just if you're not familiar, these were for people with much more patience than myself. I have never been I did cross stitch when I was in 4-H, and that's about as far as I got. My grandma taught me how to knit when I was little. I do not know how anymore. And nor would I have the patience for it. But these are so much fun. And the cool part is if you are a lover of ephemera, especially advertising, there is tons. And this is going to be one price. The starting bid is going to be $10. And you can start bidding anytime you want. And it's for all of them. You're getting the entire lot, everything that I got. I have sold a lot of these on Etsy, and I have used a lot. And look at that. You got Christmas ephemera, Christmas money coupon card. When is this? This was a July magazine too. Wow. Oh, tatting would be, I'm telling you, when I get a piece of tatting at an estate sale or an auction, oh, it baffles me. I am truly awestruck. But they are wonderful for your, putting in journals. The cool part about these is that, as you can see here, they are bound by staples, and they are already what we call in junk journaling a signature. So if you carefully remove those staples, you already have your signature and it's intact. You might need a little bit of washi tape or something to kind of help it out to stay together, but it's wonderful. Oh, well, first we talked about CPR, and if the dude didn't make it, well, now we have some funeral information that we can talk about. Look at, there we go. There's tatting. See, I mean, look at this. Can you understand what that means? No. I'm like, row 2, large R or 4DS, P4DS, join in the next, you've already lost me. It's gone. Oh. And these are in wonderful, wonderful shape. When I can find these that are that good, I mean, sometimes I get them in, the covers, they've been in a musty basement or an attic and they're crispy or they're stinky. I mean, they smell old, but they don't smell stinky. I like the smell of old books, so I know I'm weird. Okay, we're going to go ahead and count these down. And Sandy, I'm going to start at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I saw somebody, Mimi, at Mimi's Keepsake had just found too. I don't know if it was crewel or if it was embroidery. But pillows, and she took the pillows out of them and was going to use them. I would have used them as pillows. They were gorgeous, but she said the pillows were nasty. Okay. So Susie, it looks like you had a just in case of 16. You did not need that. So they are yours for $14. What a great deal. You're going to have so much fun. Get out those stamps and your scissors and you're going to go to town. Oh, I need to put... By the way, you can all call me out on this today. You need to tell me to slow down. Because I'll tell you what happens when I'm not on the screen after everything is said and done. I go look at my notes and I'm like, what did I just write? And I do not want to have to go back and watch myself. So I'm slowing down and I'm going to take the time to write everything down. Okay. The next thing we have up, we're going to do we're going to do a pick 2. All right, so let me explain how that works. So I'm going to put 4 books out here. These are all from the 1950s. I think there's one from 1960. Some of these are harder to find than others. Most are in, normal shape. This one is in the worst shape, and it is the newest. This is from 1960, but it's a cool book, Visit to the Doctor. So what happens is I'm sorry for that shadow too. Hi, Northwest Sunshine. I can actually say it. Happy birthday. Belated, but. So what's going to happen is you get to pick 2 of these for $10. So I'll put 4 out. I will do a countdown. First person or the highest bid wins whichever 2 they want. And then I have more and I'll just keep adding to them and we'll go through that like that. I do too. The illustrations really are truly beautiful. So let's look at, you know what? I'm telling you that more kids would probably have been okay going to the doctor if they were reading books like this, because they just they just capture you, the colors and I mean, see, the outside is not in great shape, but that's why we create junk journals or, just on display for different times of the year. I think it's cute. There is a little rip here. This one, like I said, is 1960. I won't go through all of the pages, but look at him. Look how happy he is to go to the doctor. I need to see if they have one about going to the dentist. Get it and take it to the office for Dave. Noah's Ark has a little bit of wear on the cover, but the cover is in very good shape. This one is 1952, but look at those giraffes and the little bears. Oh my goodness. And think about it. So if you guys watch Amy or Sarah at the Traveling Button, and you see some of the little kitschy things that they bring, if this were in worse shape, or even if it's not, like, you can put this on a stand like this at any page you wish, like these, and display it with, oh, I have a pig. Let me show you. I got this little Irwin thing. I had to look him up. But you can put him on a stand, and then you can have your little pig next to it. And you got a display. How fun is that? So this is, oh, look at the camels. And this has more of like a light, prettiness to it. And then we have Old Mother Hubbard. This is from 1958. That little guy looks a little bit like Droopy Dog. Is that what his name was? I don't know. And then we have Larry the Canary, which is also one of my very favorites. And this is 1950. IX. Is that 59 or is it? I don't know. It's before 1960. Oh, look at those puppies. Speaking of animals, Izzy Kitty has been sleeping pretty much all day. And about 15 minutes before I got on to do this, she got up in my tree, in the Easter tree, and was batting things around. I'm like, oh no, girl. So I don't know. She may not come around. I don't see her right now, but I am going to go ahead and 54. Thank you, Susie. The starting bid is $10, and you get to pick 2 of them. And then I've got a whole bunch more. So I will. And then if there's no interest in these 4, I can put 4 new ones up, and I can bring them back in and that kind of thing. It wasn't Carol. I'm excited about that. There's also some other things back there, yes, but I have some cool Peanuts and Snoopy books. So I'm going to go ahead. Do we have any bids? I didn't look. Let's see. There really are endless possibilities. And you know what? If sometimes we can't go to the antique stores or, buy the actual figurines, but like, there's a million books that you can buy that are equally as beautiful that you can display in absence of having to buy the physical piece. Okay. So, not seeing any interest in any of these, but I'm going to go ahead and count it down. So if you're interested, you get 2 of them. And like I said, these are not newer. These are some of the older ones. They're not from the, I guess I needed to look. I used to know when these came out. Could have Googled it. But I want to say it might have been, I think, the 40s, but it might have been even, I don't know. I'm not going to say because I could be wrong. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to count it down by 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right. So I didn't see any interest, so I'm going to go. Amy, I'm telling you, you've got a little puppy like my Zenny puppy, and the best lovin's that you get from those little dogs is just those wonderful cuddles all the way around your body. I'm going to put these up here just in case somebody wants me to bring these back. Was it mid or late 40s? Okay. I couldn't remember. I was like, oh, God, it could have been the 30s. All right, now we have some more. This one I'm just going to tell you, the little boy blue. Mm-mm-mm. But you don't see a whole lot of rhinoceros stuff. So I thought this was really cute. So we have Little Red Riding Hood, and this Little Red Riding Hood, just look at her little face. Whoop. That little peanut. She's just cute. And this is in wonderful condition. 58. 1958. Oh, well, somebody wrote it up there. It's up there. And I love the pages are just a little, they're the creamy colored. They're really pretty. And then the Naughty Wolf, Grandma. So we got that one. Let's look at the rhinoceros because it's pretty cute. And I'll tell you, I have been lucky enough to have been collecting these for a very, very long time. And if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I now have a new rule, and I have to, if I find a book that I really, really like, that's either the elf books or a little golden book that's unique, one of them has to come out of the bookshelf. And I've done a very good job of liquidating. However, they're only liquidated to my storage area where I now need to sell them. So my last year game. But I've been collecting these for a long time, and 56. And I'm telling you, over the last, and Carol, you can probably attest to this, over probably the last 6 to 8 months, it is really hard to find these. And to find them in decent shape is even harder. Certainly the thrift shops are not going to be a good place to find them anymore, at least for me. And in Iowa, we have some pretty rockin' resources for vintage and antiques. This is 1958 as well. This is Mother Goose. Look at her. Yeah, it really is. And little golden books. Oh my goodness. I saw one at a thrift shop. Where was that? That's been almost a month ago, and they wanted $8 for one. And it wasn't, I mean, it was older, but it wasn't this old. Look at her. These are so cute. Billy. All right. Oh, Disney Golden. Yeah, that is true. Speaking of which, if anybody's interested, they're $10. You just put the number, your bid in at 10, and then you can pick. If not, we'll just move on, and maybe we'll be able to bring these back. But Angela needs to clear out her storage so I can bring more things to you. What was I going to say? It's escaped me. Oh, Disney. So if any of you are collectors of or crafters of Disney, I found all of my, I knew I had a bunch of Disney stuff, but that when I first started junk journaling, I just went crazy. I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll want to use it. And then I didn't. And I have probably 20 books. I have some little pieces and little figurines, and maybe a couple of them sold at our sale last weekend. But if you're interested, I do have some very old ones, and I will send them every one of them to you for a very, very reasonable price. So, and literally there are probably 20. But I mean, there's some of them that are really cool, and I don't want to get rid of them. Okay, this is going to be choice starting at $10. It's so nice I don't have to change that number up there. I've got two things. The first is, here, let me show you. The first is a several. Here, let me just take them out. It's just several pieces of sheet music, but I just thought, and look, they have the coloring pages. It's just going to task it that somebody colored in. But for those of you who are crafters, I just wanted to put these in addition, because what I do have, I know you're going to like. But there's just a variety of, that's a songbook. This is just sheet music, not necessarily old. Um, there's the Russian dance. I have a Russian babushka that I got, and I found that it is for a teapot cover. And it's old. I can't wait to bring that. It's so cute. But just imagine, see, putting that on display, and then if you're not a crafter, you can just frame this or put it with it. But the real gem of this, and this is for choice, so you can actually, no, we're going to do it for all of it. And I'm hoping that everybody's okay with that, because I thought, well, maybe it's choice. If there's something that you don't want of the two. But I do have a ledger. This is the big one. You can't really tell how large it is. I will show you. You know, I have lots of ledger to sell. And I generally, in every one of my ephemera sales, always bring bundles of ledger because I think you guys should all have it. This is 14 by 8.5. Now, whether you're a lover of history or whether you craft with this is something to behold. Edith Shearer, was an educator. So I have documents of her. This was another estate find. And this is the elementary set. She was a teacher, and I have like everything that certified her and when she moved in the States. But this is all of her accounting index. It is written, and it is 1920s. So this is old. It is cool. So starting bid is $10. You guys can go ahead and bid if you want. Not all of the pages. The last one I think I sold maybe had more pages, but look at her writing. It's just, oh, gorgeous. And then the last thing that I'm throwing in, I just love this just for the cover, is a scrapbook. Now it says it's a scrapbook of beautiful birds, but when I open it up, you'll realize it is not. But what I love about scrapbooks, and especially this old, is that you just have to take a moment and think, you know, whoever put this together, these were things they loved. This was just things that called them. But there is there's everything in this. And this is also about 15 inches long. So, I mean, we have, apparently this person liked art. So there's lots of artist paintings, but then there's this little guy digging into the 4th of July cake, and George Washington, he's like, oh, heck no. I don't know if you're supposed to wait on 4th of July or not, but look at this. These images, I have done this before, just so you know. There was only one scrapbook that I had from the late 1800s that I didn't test, and I didn't want to try it. But you can use your blow dryer or your heat gun to heat this up, test it. Hi, Miss Karen. Thank you for coming over. I still need to get back to you on Instagram, and I will. I promise. But look at this. The little boy fishing, the squirrel. And it's just full. Full. And then look at this. And the lily pads. This is stunning. I kind of want to show you every page, but then I'm like, oh, whomever gets this needs to have some fun. Let me see. There's a couple others I want to show you. Look at the flowers. How do you say this? Do you say dahlia or dahlia? Oh, look. This looks like a vintage Christmas card. That's the other thing. So in addition to a little gold, I think I just need to do a little golden book sale. I also have a lot of vintage greeting cards, and I think I need to just do a sale on that. But you guys tell me if I should just bring them every so often or not. Look at that. Now, see, that looks newer. So I won't keep going through it. Somebody who's going to get this and love it can go through every page and be surprised and delighted. Hello, Heather. So I'm going to go ahead, Sandy, and count it down. Sandy, who is Wilhelmina, is our bit ender today. And 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bit end. Karen Williams, she gets around, that girl. Are you taking care of your baby or your grandbaby today? All right, let's see who is the winner chicken dinner. Bid end. Sandy, I'm going to wait for you, but what I see is Alice Harbor, unless you tell me differently. She does, Heather. She knows where it's happening. Oh, see, it's time to bust out your glass of Pinot Grigio or whatever it is that you like. Okay. Sandy, can you just confirm that I had it right? I don't want to mess up. And you guys, we probably are going to have a lag as well because of the good job, Karen. Because of the because of the weather, I don't know. But it's still crappy here. And my 16-year-old daughter had to go to work. So, one girl's dad, and it's of course right when I'm doing the sale. So one girl's dad picked them up, and then Demi's dad is I need to write this on here or I'll forget. See, I'm slowing down. Is bringing them home. Now, it's not so far, but still, for a 16-year-old to be driving in this stuff, I'm like, makes me nervous. I don't like to drive in it. What the heck? All right, what should we do next? Let me get my sheet over here. All right, I'm going to bring something, and most of you, so for some of you who watch, you're going to be like, that normally don't watch the crafting videos, you're probably going to be like, what the heck? But see, now you're seeing another side of me, ladies. For those of you who watch and do a lot of crafting, I have 2 bundles. It is a choice of the bundles, and it is $10 for choice. Now, these are the way that I got them. There are 5. It's either the World Today, the National Magazine, and I think one is Metropolitan Magazine. And it is chocked full of every one of them is chocked full of advertisements. They are from 1905 and 1904. You can make copies of these, friends, and you can use them in your ephemera. And if you sell your journals, you can use them there as well. So every one of them has some kind of advertisements and then these beautiful pages. And I'm going to just quickly go through these. Everybody needs some English monkey. The new chafing dish. I actually have a chafing dish that looks like that. Look at that. Look at the images in there. 1904 and 1905. And there are the chapters that have gone before of frenzied finances. I'm guessing this one probably doesn't have as much advertisements in it. Who wants to talk about finance? This is the National Magazine. But again, and usually, it's the back and it's full of The food value of a soda cracker. You've heard that some foods furnish fat, others make muscle, and still others tissue. Okay, let's see what they say about this. No food contains them all in such properly balanced proportions as a good soda cracker. There's our dieting tip for the day. Go get some saltines. All right, I just learned something. I did not know Bunko was from the 19. I mean, I thought that was a new game that like people in their 40s played, at bars or at their houses. I mean, that's what I did. I don't know. Had no idea it was that. Oh, ooh, look at that. But junk journalers, you get it. This is full of love. Oh my, I never. Ooh, ladies, look at this. Oh, I thought it said in Paris. Fair women. Oh my goodness, these are gorgeous. Now this looks like it had a little water damage. Oh my gosh. Had I known this, I probably would have kept these pages now. This book. Miss Isabel M. Richard. Wow. 1907. Look at the fashions. This would be great for my Paris journal or my fashion journal. Wow. Well, this is worth its weight in gold right here, just for those images. And then there's just filled of beautiful women and beautiful things. So this is one. So $10. I know it doesn't look like much, but I bet this stack probably weighs 5 pounds at least. It's that heavy. Now the other is I was not 1900. This is also probably 5 to 7 pounds. Now remember, everything gets to ship media mail. These are all from these. This is the stack of newspapers. And I painstakingly went through every single one of these. And there was I didn't know I was getting this in the box lot. They were at the bottom. But they were too good to not bring to all of you and share. And I think I kept like maybe 4 newspapers out of all of those, if you can believe it. And I have more of these that are coming. These, I can't even tell you how precious these are for somebody who's a crafter. Look at this. Look at those little ladies. Now, this one is from 1960, but clearly they were dressed up as pioneer women. These ladies were Spanish Club officers. But as you probably know, it's a newspaper, which means every single one of them is filled with what? More advertisements. And again, no different than the work baskets or the Metropolitan magazines. The possibilities are endless. You know what I did take out? So the one thing that I took out, there was a lot of clippings. And I'm telling you, I don't know. But people don't do this anymore. Well, they probably don't put them in the paper anymore. People are morbid. Like, it was like every Joe Schmo that died in the town that these people lived in, they kept the obituaries. I was like, why? So I got rid of all those. But these are priceless. I'm telling you. And look how big these are too. Like here's my head, and I can't get it all on the screen. This is not the regular size of a newspaper. And I think there was some, like, this is the 50s. It's chocked full. I won't go through it anymore because this would be like a day of just enjoying yourself on a snowy day like in Iowa today, and just having yourself reading some of these are just phenomenal. And there's like women's advice in there, and it's great. So I'm going to go ahead and count it down, Sandy, starting at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yeah, those well-balanced saltines, I did do myself a favor. Speaking of food, I was like, okay, Angela, you got to eat before a sale, because the last two times I didn't. And I was like, I'm going to eat my arm off and I can't go anywhere. So I'm going to have to actually cook something for dinner. All right. Where's my bundles? All right. Susie, tell me, would you like the Metropolitan magazines or the newspapers or both? Karen Williams, how do you know where Coralville, Iowa is? Because I'll tell you who is, but no, I can't. She can tell you. That's crazy. I am not near Coralville. I am in a subdivision, a suburb of Des Moines. Metropolitan magazine. Okay. Does anybody want the newspapers for $10? So Susie bid 10. She got them for 10. If somebody else wants them, um, just pop it in there. I was wondering if Carol was going to say that. I'm like, oh, in the heck, what a small world. Okay, if somebody does end up wanting the newspapers, just let me know. That is fine. Susie, you got a great day of fun in that for sure. Okay, what is next on our list? Oh, before I forget, um, March 2nd. That is the next. So remember, I do live sales 3 times a month. So every week except the first Thursday of the month. In lieu of me doing a live sale, I am going to do what's called a drop sale. So if you've never experienced that, I haven't done one either, so it would be my first time. Amy, if you're still here, I thank Vintage Vinny for giving me the courage to try it, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I know what I'm doing, but it's very easy. It's no different than me recording one of my tutorials. I'm just going to record X amount of items. I'll have a price that is the set price for it. There's no bidding. And if you see something that you like, then you put in, I'll say this pen, and the pen is $1. And just put in the letter A, and you put in A, sold, and then it is yours. So don't forget that sale will drop at 4 o'clock, the same as this sale. So if you think that you're going to want something, first in, obviously is advantageous, right? And I am going to do a little bit of mix. So there will be some crafting ephemera books, things like that. And then there will also be some fun vintage and antiques and home decor items for your house. So look for that. But remember, the first Thursday of every month, I will not have a live sale, but I will have a drop sale. And I'm doing my first one this month. So not this month, March. I keep thinking it's March because I'm already decorating for Easter. I know. Karen Williams, now you know 2 additional people in Iowa. So I really think that you need to come and see your sister. Or we'll just go see her. And then we can just say, hey, we talked to Karen online the other day. It'd be fun. Let's see. I don't want to forget to write Susie down here. Okay, the next thing I have is something, well, maybe. Where are they? All right, these are kind of unique. And yeah, I've never done a drop sale. I've never bid on anything at a drop sale. I've seen them on Instagram, but I've never done one. And so I'm excited about that. So thank you for your support, Karen. Okay, the next thing I have are 2 German kids board books. Now, when I looked these up, thank goodness for Google Translate. She won't be she won't be as fun as you, so I shouldn't bring wine to her. Is that what you're telling me? Um, the first one says all kinds of things about our animals, and it is super cute. Starting, you're getting both of these for $10. They are in perfect shape. They would, well, I would just use them as display because I think they're so stinking cute. I saw that, Heather. If you guys didn't watch our live sale last week, make sure you hop over and subscribe to her channel as well. She's got a very romantic cottage antique vibe going for her. But everything in these books are in German. And what I found is they're kind of, I mean, I don't know, maybe in Germany they're not, but um, I saw, now I haven't researched these lately, but when I got them, which is probably a long time ago, um, there were a lot of them that were sold for quite a bit of money. And I'm not really sure if it's just because they're German and, we like the things that are in other languages, but that the photos, the pictures are just gorgeous. So look at that lammy. Now, I do not speak German. Sometimes I can barely speak English. So this one says, what does this one say? So are my animals. I don't know. There's the front cover. Yeah, these pictures are neat. And like I said, they're in perfect shape. Why wouldn't you like that? Why wouldn't you want to take me home? Meow, 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 meow. Is that Henrietta Pussycat? That kind of looks like, well, not really. So we got a rooster. Some of you are probably like got your phones out on Google Translate and what's that say about the rooster? There's more horses. Those are so cute. Somebody sold this at one time. I hate it when people write on the backs of books. Why would they do that? But this is in perfect shape, minus the fact that somebody wrote on it. Oh, they wrote on that one too. This one, the back is the ducks. There you go. Okay, I'm not seeing any interest, so I'm going to keep moving on. We got lots of things to see. How about we talk about Peanuts and the Gang for a minute? So here we go. So I have 3 items in this lot. Now, if you're a Peanuts fan, if you are a Snoopy fan, a Charlie Brown fan, you know that this is getting much more sought after. And this will be for all 3, starting at $10. So you're getting a deal. But the first is something that I don't even know that I had a year of this, but it's the Peanuts Giant Activity Book. And I could not find a date on it. But this reminds me of something I probably had when I was young. My uncle collected all things Snoopy, Charlie Brown. So I'm sure it's beautiful. The images it's 3 books. I got you, girls and boys. You get this huge, it's like 2 inches thick. It's in really great shape. It's, the foxing is pretty much through the whole pages, which makes it even more beautiful, in my opinion. Nope, they're for both books, Karen. And if you want them, just type it in. I will do a countdown if you're interested. I can stop. Cuckoo Clock. Now, I don't know. But I feel like all of this Snoopy and Charlie Brown stuff is going to start to get extremely collectible. Hoping my uncle still has it. He could probably make a whole lot of money. Okay, I'm going to take a time out for a second. We're going to come back to the 2 German books. And I will start counting these down. Okay, time out, Carol. I'm going to count this down because Karen wanted to bid on these real quick. So I'm just going to count these down and then we'll go back to peanuts. So I do have you in at $12. Okay, Karen, just a second. Okay, just as a reminder, we're bidding these down. Karen, I see you at 10. And I think that you're the only, I don't think that Carol is in for these. So, and if you are, Carol, just say so. But I'm going to just go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Okay, I didn't see anything from Carol, so I'm assuming she was bidding on the peanuts. Thank you, Carol, for being patient. Sorry. Look at me being all responsible. It's first, I'm telling you. Okay, back to the peanuts, gang. So let's just I'm going to do something so no one gets confused. I think it will be helpful. I'm going to put in here and this is a bundle. Oh, even my laptop is slow. Like it. Okay. There we go. So now let's just start over. And Carol, if you want, go ahead and put your starting bid in again, and we'll just go from there. So we'll be back to square one. Thank you guys for being patient. Look at that. So cute. I missed. Oh, peanuts are a family tradition in your. Well, then you're going to love this because there's some cool stuff. Okay, so you guys get the gist. And there's so many pages, there's hardly anything that's actually written in. Now, the next one is a little bit newer. There were an entire encyclopedia of Charlie Brown books. This is number one of the books. This is from 1980. So this is a little bit newer, but it is featuring your body. All right, so I have a bid of 12 looking for 13 or more. Carol, I'll pop you up there. And it talks about keeping healthy. Why do people stop bleeding? Man, we're getting a lot of lessons in the human body today. I didn't plan it this way, I promise. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh my goodness, why do we burp? This is fantastic. Look at this says, who is the crabbiest of us all? Orange juice is full of vitamin C, and a crabby, lazy person can sometimes become a happy, energetic person just by drinking some orange juice every single day. So you grab your saltines, you grab your orange juice, and it's good to go. It's a day full of happiness. So this one is from 1980. Look at that. Ping. All right, we're at 12, looking for 13 or more. Now, this one is really the gem. This is from 1969. It's a boy named Charlie Brown. It is in great condition. There is just a little bit of a rip right there. That is the Happy Diet. Jeff Metcalf, he decided to write in here. And you can find him at that address below. But look at how great the pages are. It's fantastic. There was something in here that I saw, and I was like, oh gosh, I got to read that. Where was that? It's so funny. I'm not going to find it. Sometimes I feel like Snoopy's teacher, especially when I'm talking to my kids. Wah, 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 wah. This is fantastic. I know. And then there's the back. Isn't he handsome? Handsome man. Or a Snickers bar. All right, I'm going to start counting it down. And let's go 15. We have a bit of 12. If anybody's interested, we're looking for 13 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That is really good for me to know, by the way, Carol, that your family is into Charlie Brown, because I mean, I don't see it a lot, but when I do, I'll keep you in mind. And that's the other thing. I know some of you have reached out to me, and I love that because I love to do personal shopping. I've had the pleasure of doing it several times for folks. And if there's something you're looking for and you want me to keep my eye out for, you just tell me, because it would be my pleasure. Okay. I see the bid end from Sandy. Thank you, Sandy, for your bid ending. And I saw that Carol was the high bidder. Thank you, Karen. I just started taking off. I see I missed a couple of red. See that red one right there? A couple of Valentine's one. But here's the secret about, I told you guys I was going to leave up my tree all year round because it's too messy and it's hard to store. So, but I do not, generally, all of my ornaments or anything that I put in the tree, I don't hang on a branch. I just stick it in there. That's what I do. So decorating takes like no time at all. And then I just have my Valentine. I'm just starting this year. So I have my Valentine's. I did my Christmas and then I transitioned to Valentine's Day. I probably should have done St. Patty's Day, but I have zero items. So there's that. I need to kind of get in gear and get some St. Patty's Day decor. Okay, let's do, these are another ones that, yes, congratulations, Carol. That I think you guys are going to really like. So now these are always hard for me to get rid of because I love to display them. Again, I love to display things like this. But I have 2 paint and color books. Now, I will tell you, one of them is not in the most, well, neither one of them are in fantastic condition. But here, let me move this out of the way. These are from, 1940s. And I did not find an illustrator on this one, but Phyllis did write her name in the corner, and they are the paint and color books. And I just think, like, if you had a frame, just one frame that was this size, you could change all of these photos out. And when you see some of the uniqueness of the paint and colors, I think there's just a lot of possibilities. This is 14 by almost 11. So you might have to, let's see. Yeah, you'd probably have to have a custom, frame made if you were going to use it in that way. But gosh, you could change it out every week if you want. There's so many options. So this one, we have the cute little puppy and the kitty. And like I said, it's torn a little bit here. This isn't the greatest. It's beautiful on the back. If it was something you wanted to use in your journals, it would, you could do that. But I'm just saying, what's her name? Phyllis. Phyllis did us all a favor because while I am not we'll talk about Daphne's Diaries. I think I can help you out. She, I mean, I don't believe in coloring inside the lines, but this girl did it and she did it right. Like everyone is painted just so nicely. And look, she even left and was so respectful that she left the copyright area not colored so everybody can kind of know. Um, Look at these. Now, I think this is something to behold that they are all, not, I don't think all of them are, um, but that they're colored so beautifully and the images are just like breathtaking to me. Like, you just think about that little child. That had to take a long time. Look, look. And I mean, yeah. So $10. This is for choice. This is the first choice. We can all thank Phyllis. See, these are the things. I mean, for those of you who ever have done a live sale, do you ever look at things and go, "Oh gosh, I don't know if I want to sell this"? They're just beautiful, beautiful. All right, so I won't show all of them, but she's colored a lot. She's spent a lot of days doing artwork, and she has done a fantastic job. So that is the first one. Now, this one, look at the baby. And the puppies are like, come on, get up, play with me. Now, this one looks like a child gnawed on it. Let's just hope it was a child and not some critter. But it could have been. I mean, let's just admit it. The things that we find, and this still, it's viable to frame. Um, it is very, very large. And this is a paint book. Now, I had another paint book, and I did actually try to like paint it, but of course, it didn't work anymore. But this one is the paint. This is, by the way, Margot Voigt. If you know who she is, you know who she is. Like, she's good. And it's Margot, like Margot, Margot Voigt. So look her up if you don't know who she is. Are you trying to tell us something, Karen? Phyllis was retired and was coloring in the books. Look at that little fishy boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Catching fishes all alive. Why did you let them go? Because they bit my finger so. Well, that's not fun. So there's Margot's beautiful illustrations. And then I did not buy these at the same place. Well, certainly this is not Phyllis worthy. Phyllis would have not gone outside the lines. But there you have both of those wonderful, lovely books. And like I said, Margot, she's pretty special, I think. And I've put these on display in my craft room for a very long time. And so I thought someone else might love them as much as I do. But I don't see any interest, so we're going to pop on over to the next thing. Oh, who wants to talk about carnivals and circus animals? And maybe some clowns. Because that's what we're going to do. Now, I know either people love clowns or they do not. But I also know that a lot of you who are artists and mixed media artists and junk journalers or just love the circus are always looking for books about carnivals and circuses and things like that. And I have, again, this is starting. Oh, I need to go back to here. Hang tight. This is a starting bid for $10, and it's for both books. This one has been taped in some way, shape, or form, and this is one of those books that I would say, knock yourself out. It's not in it. The cover is in beautiful shape. The spine is not, so it would be easy to cut out. When I got this, and I don't think I even bought this in Iowa. I'm pretty sure I didn't, because I remember being surprised that the book was from Adel, Iowa, which is where our venue is at. Crazy, huh? But this is from 1960, the first book. And I have to say, this one I don't remember seeing very many clowns in it. Ruh-roh, I'm losing things. I'm just looking. Oh, the old turtle. It's got a lot of stories in it. I'm kind of a little bit surprised. This would be great to use as the cover for your journal because when you look inside, it's more stories. Oh, there's something about fairies. So if you have a fairy journal, that would be great. And like I said, the pages are fantastic. Oh, Georgie. I have a Georgie book that I'm going to bring for sale. I thought about saving it until Halloween. But like Karen Williams told me when I was talking about that little red wear cat, she's like, people buy cats anytime. It doesn't have to be, it's a black cat. I just thought, I don't have any Halloween stuff either. So that's cute. But this one is even better. So this would make a beautiful, and or, if you wanted to do something with elephants, the big, big storybook. Okay, so if you don't like, this is a clown alert if you're not a fan. Again, the spine is not good. Or, no, I shouldn't say that. The spine is coming apart from the book. So, but this is from, I really want somebody to get these because I have not seen any. Oh gosh, let's see. 55 is the last one. I haven't really seen any circus or carnival, type journals, and I would love to see someone make something with them. These pages, the fonts are beautiful. The illustrations are, they're varied. They're not all of, well, maybe it's the same illustrator, but oh, we have a tear. Zip, rick, bing, bang. But it talks all about, like this person, it made me so hungry. I just had to run and buy a big hot dog. Inside a white tent on a long one. This has got all the stories about the circus under the big top. Does anybody else remember? Did you guys go to a Barnum and Bailey circus when you were growing? Or what was the other one? The Barnum and Bailey was the big one, and I remember going to that a few times, and it was a big deal. But the Shriners, it was the Shriners, right? Look at the mice, Karen. Ran after Pussycat's Secret. Egan. Oh, little kitty cat. Me, Ray Doe. Oh, I just love these. Somebody needs to have them. But I don't see any interest, so we're going to pass on that, and we're just going to keep on going. I'm running out of space over here, girls and boys. All right, let's see. And by the way, have you noticed that I said it was 10 for 10, and I ended up adding all kinds of more things? Okay. Oh, let's do the Better Homes and Gardens books. So if you know me, you know that I love, gosh, we're making pretty good headway. How long have we been doing this? Dang, girl, I'm getting good. And I'm slowing down. My favorite kind of junk journals to make are binder journals. And I will never pass up a Better Homes and Gardens of any type. I have all the ones. I have every one that was ever made, or I mean, each topic in my craft room on display. I have enough to do every one of those in a journal, plus many. So it is time for me to liquidate, and somebody else should get these instead of me. These are starting at $10 choice, just like everything else today. And this one I didn't clean. I didn't do anything with because you know what? To me, somebody used this in their kitchen and painstakingly made a meal while using this cookbook. And so I'm just like, you know what? Somebody else can decide if they think that whatever that was needs to come off or if it does not. But this is beautiful. And this is from the Meredith Corporation right here in Des Moines, Iowa, still in business. It's part of, name escaped me, out in New York, 1976. And if you know me, you know me. Anytime there's a book with interiors, I have got to have it. So I love their cookbooks because they do have photos of not only food, but of everything else. And if you don't know how to get started with making a binder journal with these cookbooks, I have tutorials on them, but I also have some flip throughs of video journals that I have sold in the past using the cookbooks. My very favorite is it had no animals. Northwest. Explain, please. I don't get it. My very favorite one to do, I did a cookbook journal for my mom and dad for Christmas. And I had all my family members and, aunts and uncles and stuff send me recipes or share a memory of like my grandmother's, things like that, about what their favorite foods were that they made them. I had handwritten recipes from both sides of my family, grandmas, great grandmas, and that kind of thing. And I gave that to them for Christmas not 2022, but the year before. And my mom still, I don't think she's ever used it, but I'm hopeful. She just keeps it on display in her kitchen, and that's really sweet. But these make great journals. And generally what I do is there's way too many pages in here well, first of all, if you want, there's some great recipes that probably are things like if you said, hey, my grandma used to make the best roasted duck. And you're like, I wish I knew how to make that now. Quite likely, she probably got it from a Better Homes and Gardens magazine or one of those, other types of magazines. And it even talks about serving in buffets. I've shared this on my videos, but yes, I used to teach etiquette training in my corporate America world. Oh my God. And sometimes to a lot of farmers who were insurance providers. That was really interesting. They were like, I don't need to know that. But I did it. It was part of my job. Anyway, this is the first one, $10 starting bid. But the second one that I think is a little more unique, and this is in wonderful condition. And I haven't even been drinking wine yet, Karen. Is the Better Homes and Gardens Handyman book. Because what I have found is a lot of people, and people I have shopped for, I shopped for a gal who was doing journals for folks that were in nursing homes. And she said it was really hard to find things that were, uh, kind of men related. And so I had shopped for her and provided her a lot of things. But this first page is coming out. But look at that. Like, what dude doesn't have a room like that in their man cave? I wonder if I could do our garage like that for Dave and Landon. Do you think that they'd be okay with that? This one is from this was the 5th printing in 1974. Originally 1951. But these are really, really cool journals. And see, don't make me. These need to go home with somebody. Because you know what I've been doing is if I happen to have something that's on my desk that doesn't get purchased, then I feel like I need to make it into a journal right there and then. Don't make me do that. I'm supposed to be getting done the things that need to be done. Yeah, there's my mama. See? Oh, awesome. Well, you need to be writing, Mom. You need to be writing some of your recipes in your handwriting in there as well. She has beautiful, both my mom and dad have beautiful handwriting. Yes. And if you haven't met my mom, you can see her on my, I think it was, maybe it was, what was it, last week's vlog or 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Um, okay. I don't see any interest, but um, if you do have interest, let me know. Or if there's a different Better Homes and Gardens book that you're looking for, chances are I do have it. Okay. Now, I'm going out on a limb here, girls and boys. I'm doing this entire stack because I just started a series where I am turning these telltales into journals, and I just started the process. But I think somebody else needs to have some of these because my bookshelf is full. So these are all, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books in this lot. And some of them are, I mean, if you're a collector, they're all books that you could, take apart. However, if you're a collector, some of them are valuable, but they're not in pristine condition. Um, they are, I would say, junk journal worthy. Guess what? They're starting at $10 for all of them. All of them. So let's just see what's in here. And you just start. Don't share that I have that you have beautiful handwriting. She does. Oh, this person, he decided to circle every word. So see what I'm saying? These are easily junk journal-esque. Let's look at little Woody Woodpecker. Where'd Barbie go? Is she still here? This is really heavy. Here's Hooray for Lassie. Look at Billy. Hey, Laura, I didn't see you come into the chat. Welcome. Look at that. Wasn't his name Billy? Timmy? I don't know. Timmy, wasn't it? Was it? I never watched this. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. And then we got the 3 bears. We have, I needed to go back to my comments. I'm telling you, like I said, I really do think kids would read more if they had these kind of pretty illustrations. Okay, I have $10 looking for 11 or more, and I believe that we have Laura in. Look at Goldie. And we got the 3 little pigs. This one's in great shape. This is 1951. They're all from, I don't know. Did I write all the years down? They're all from the 50s and 60s. Oh, my vlog. You were a good sport. This is in perfect condition. She was a good sport letting me do my videos. Next week, or the next vlog that comes out, Demi is debuting in my video. She took me out for Galentine's Day, which means I drove and I bought, but we went out for Valentine's Day. We got the 7 Dwarfs. When's this one from? 50, 52? 57. And another 3 Little Pigs. His mom was the mom on Lost in Space. Oh. The kid always in the well. My grandpa and grandma had a dog named Lassie. And I'm sure I probably saw it a few times, but I mean, it was probably reruns. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go ahead and count this lot down. And 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Well, Laura, I have got something for you coming up. And if I didn't mention it before, just don't forget, I'll put the banner up there again. Um, there we go. And I see Laura. And if that is different, just let me know. But I think I'm correct. Oh, you guys make me feel very happy that I'm clearing out some of these books. Oh, and the other thing that I am going to be doing is um, I tried just like impromptu going live and just doing a craft with me, and I had it set up kind of like this, and we just crafted and chatted, and I don't know, I had the urge early in the morning when I was still laying in bed, and it was kind of fun. So I think I'm going to do that a little bit more. So if there's something that you want to work on, let me know. I know that it'll be in the day, like at 10 in the morning or something around there. So I know a lot of you work and can't watch, but you can watch the replay even though. But if there's something you want me to work on or create or talk about, then let me know. Or just stop by. So Laura was talking about pigs, and I've got some Piggly Wigglies. Now, this first one is from, I wrote it down because I couldn't read it when I had to, 1950. Yeah, this is 1951. And it's just a piggy coloring book. It's a little thing. I don't remember if anything, it feels like there wasn't anything colored in. This is, oh, there it is. One thing, one pig. So this is $10 for both. Now, when I researched, look at the lambs. Oh, I love the lammies. When I researched this book, it was all over the board. And someone has bought this book for a very large amount of money in the past. But it's been in my stash for a very long time. So starting bid, $10 for both of these books. This one is from 1946. And look at these images. Now, this would be one that I would put on my shelf and just treasure because it's look at that. It's just gorgeous. The cover is in great shape. The spine is in great shape. Donald Edwards took very good. Oh, it's from Hospital St. Joseph, August 1946, Omaha, Nebraska. So, awesome, Karen. I know that you'll be here in spirit. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. So that is, oh, these images are just gorgeous. Look at that pig. I'm gonna dig. He's gonna dig. So this was my little piggy adventures for the day. So if anyone is interested, just let me know. If not, I'm gonna keep moving because I only have a couple of things left. Unbelievable. Okay. Let's do choice. These are going to be $10 for either two. So the first two are these books. There are two of them, annuals and perennials. And there is a glare, so I'm just going to kind of show it here. Let me do it this way. So this is the cover of this one. And those are lilies and just lilies. Maybe clematis, I don't know. And then this is I don't know. I don't know what these are. Someone will know. But they're an annual. I do know that. But these have fantastic images in them. Sienna must have written in this book. I don't know why, but she did. So there are some that are shiny, like this. But then well, I think they're all actually shiny. Look at her. She looks like kind of like my great grandma Peterson. Hang on, let me get to the good stuff. When is this written? I don't know. California poppies. Thank you. 1972. All right, let's get back here to the really good stuff. Look at those. So these pages, this is what I'm talking about. So these are the ones that I used, and I made all of the coin envelopes just with the entire, I mean, like I used both sides of this and this. And again, hundreds and hundreds of things that you can do with these. You could take them out and make individual journal cards. You could do an entire journal with these. If you're doing binder journals, you can use the whole page. You know, Better Homes and Gardens does have a gardening book, so you could use some of the things in there. But I love it. So that is this one. And then this one is the perennial gardens. Look at those fancy gardens. Look. Oh my goodness. So there's a lot of real estate in these books for your crafting pleasure. I already have both of these books that I have cut into, but when I saw them, I didn't want to pass them up, and I thought that somebody else deserves to have these gorgeous. And I'm a sucker for flower, like anything that's floral. I always buy. So this is your first choice. Let me change it back to starting bid at $10. And that's for both of these books, the perennials and the annuals from the 1972. And then the next two are hardcover ideals publications. Yeah, I do too. I mean, it's my go-to when I need florals. That's for sure. This does have a whole bunch of foxing on this side. That's all of that. But the pages themselves do not. So this is, if the Ideals magazines, they call them magazines. They're made in both soft cover and hardcover. And they make great journals. And I have made these, and I have tutorials on how to turn the entire book into one journal. And they're really fun. In fact, someone reminded me the other day that I need to get on an Easter one, or a spring one. So I need to do that. This one does not have a, oh, right here, 1961. So we've got and there's just tons of poems, and the photos are awesome. Look at that. These, I mean, I have had a lot of these in my life. The hardcover for me are harder to find. But these are a lot larger. There's a lot more pages than what you look at this. Easter Bunny Land. The magic pool. The illustrations are lovely. And I read them. I love reading them. So this is the first one. Look at the squirrels. Gosh. Yes, that's a very good point. They do make good backgrounds. Don't forget, if you haven't followed Woodland Inspired, go do that. So there's that one. And then this one's a little unique. I had not seen this one before, but it's the American Family Treasury, and it is an ideals book, and it is really full. So this even has your free gift. What is your free gift? Oh, this, I bet you could frame this, maybe. I don't know. But you get some vellum in there, some free vellum. That's your free gift today. And we like us some vellum. And this, does it have a year? Sometimes on these deals, it's hard to, some of them, this is newer. It's 1992. But look. Now, these are glossier pages. But this is like a culmination of things through all of the years. I love this. Look at this, baby. A family in poetry. And there's so many things. Like if you're a card maker, there's some really good poems and things that you can use in your cards as well. What a baby costs. They cost a lot. It says a lot of sleepless hours. Oh, well, that should make some good reading. Look at all the advertisements. Awesome. So I'm going to start counting this down. This is for choice for the 2 ideals or the annuals and perennials. So let's go ahead and start at 15. Hang on. This is not. It's like delayed. My computer is delayed. There we go. All right. What was that? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes, you can bid. Carol, would you back up bid end and just, I'll start over because I missed that. Carol, would you back up bid end and just hit bid end if you don't mind when I count down? Where what? Let's start over. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Sorry, I didn't see that. I apologize. So, yeah, if you, and I didn't have a backup bid ender, so I apologize for that, but I should have asked for someone to do that in advance. So, okay, well, it looks like it is working out okay because everybody's going to win. What I see, thank you, Carol. So it looks like, okay, bid end. All right, so I see Laura for 6. Just make sure I'm right. Laura for 16, and I think she wanted the ideals. And then Sandy wanted the. Okay, yeah, I bet there was a lag, but I think it's okay. So I have 16. I think we got it. 16 for Laura, or 16 for. All right. I'm just going to give them both to you for, I mean, each of you are going to get them for 16 because I think, I don't think I'm seeing what you guys see on that end, if that's okay with you. So let me find this on here. Where are they? It must be on page 2. Okay, so Laura's getting the ideals. And Sandy is getting the flowers. You guys are going to have so much fun with those. Okay. Sandy, we'll figure that out. I just want to make sure that Laura's getting, I'm sure that she wanted the ideals. Okay. Oh gosh. Follow. I write it down in one place and not on the other. These old business cards are coming in handy for using in here. I had stickers, that on a sticker sheet, but I'm like, I can't put stickers in a book. All right. That was fun. If you guys want me to keep bringing these ideals and um, things like similar to this, let me know. I think I might have, I think I may have some more ready to roll. I'm not sure. Okay. Next, another bundle for $10. Let me get it back up for, okay. So I think we're set. I'm glad everybody's happy and it all worked out. That's awesome. Let me go back to the banner. Okay, so we're going to have two children's books. These are older. Um, and this one is older and they're bigger. So this is Making Words Work, which sometimes I struggle with. So I should probably read this. It's $10. You're getting both of these. And this was Gerald's book. But look at these two. Oh, you don't say. There is writing in that. Um, if you want, we my name. Me, we my number. 34111. There you go. This is from 1945. So these are always one of my favorites. This is in great shape. So if you didn't want to use it for your crafting, it makes a great display and it is in pretty darn good shape for 1945. Now the spine is pretty good. I mean, it's not pulling away from either side, but there is writing from Gerald, but these are awesome, awesome images. And the cool part about them is they're a little bit bigger than a normal reader, which I like. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's awesome. Oh, Gerald, you were not very nice. Look what he did to that little girl. It's actually kind of funny. That would make it great. He must have got real bored. Gerald must have got real bored at school. Oh, look at the puppy. So that is the first one. There is writing. So again, like I said, this is one of those that it would be okay to take apart. And then the second is Plants and Animal Ways, the child's world. And look at some of these. Oh, look at the bees. Look at those. This is another one. I see flowers and bees and things, and I just think I have to have them in my life. I still haven't done a bee journal. Have any of you artists out there done? Oh my goodness, look at these. Oh my goodness. The Parade of Plants. Starfish. Oh, this is great. This barely feels like it's ever been open. And you know, this was probably, not probably, it was a part of a series of books, encyclopedias. So there are chances that they didn't. Although I know, I don't know if my mom's still on here, but we used our encyclopedias. My grandma, I'm trying to think if we both had a set, but I remember they had a green spine and a cream colored, like textured front. The World Book Encyclopedia. We had to use them. There was no Google. Look at the monkeys. All right. That is $10 for both of those. This is the Child's World. So this is volume number 3. And I think, gosh, these are heavy. I think that they are, and remember, everything tonight is shipping media mail. So stock up. I don't see any interest right now. So we're going to set those aside. I'm running out of room. Okay. Let's just bring back the 70s. This is, I pretty much put this together because it reminded me of just me growing up. So this is a huge 17 magazine. Guess what? It's starting it, and it's more than just the 17 magazine. But this is the showstopper. I don't know why I showed the showstopper first. She's a biggin. I'm guessing again she's about 17 inches or 15 inches long. Let's see. I lost my thing. Is this lagging again? Because I'm, okay. If someone would make a comment, that would be great, just to make sure I'm not stuck. Oh, 13 by 10. It's June 1973. And it's the biggest beauty issue ever. Now, I remember getting 17 magazine, but I don't remember it being this large. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate you. These are huge. Oh, this would be interesting to read. What my parents' divorce means to me. Hmm. Oh my goodness, look at that. I do not remember wearing that kind of outfit. Well, wait a minute. I guess when 1973, I was little. Maybe my mom was wearing those kind of outfits. So we have this adorable 17 magazine with all of the fashions, hair, and makeup tips. I bought this and I never even got to look at it. And then just a few other things that just reminds me of growing up. First of all, just because I found it and I'm throwing it in. Whoa, that was weird. Are you guys still there? Okay, hopefully I'm still here. But we got the Donkey Kong notebook, and there is some writing in it. I don't know. It came with some other goodies that I got, and I was like, well, that reminds me of growing up. Then we have the Bernstein Bears and the Missing Honey, which reminds me of when I was little as well. So let's just take a trip down memory lane with it. I never really played Donkey Kong. My brother did, but thank you guys. Thank you so much. But this is from, when is this from? Oh, this is from 1987. Live and well. Thank you. And then the last one, it looks like somebody might have possibly been painting their nails and had a little spillage. Yep, that's exactly what happened. But this is Fraggle Rock, the case of the missing socks. And what's in here? Oh, it looks like the last page is coming apart. But who doesn't love the Fraggles? If you don't remember them, they were after, and this is 1986, but they came out after kind of the Muppets, right? They were part of. So that's all your bundle. I'm frozen again. All right, I have one item left for the night. I don't see any interest. Hope I'm not still frozen. It also got really cold in here all of a sudden. And the cat's back. Okay, last thing of the night is all of these reading workbooks. Now, I think they're $10 for all 4 of them. It looks like kind of Christian based, 1986, but they're full, never used. I'm thinking, hey, I'm not so sure this wouldn't be a great homeschooling series for people, just your religion class, because this isn't going to change. It's not like CPR that we saw earlier where they threw people on their stomachs. This is Proper Manners and Health Habits. It doesn't look like, I don't know, maybe this just came in there. Getting a rest, how to deal with sharp objects. So that's thrown in there. But then here's reading workbook number 2, never used. Truth be told, I should probably read this and follow along. In my Bible, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. But I love that they're brand new and they're from the 80s, so they're vintage. Unfortunately for those of us, yeah, this was published the year I graduated from high school, let's just say. But there are 4 books in total. It'd be fun to go through this and actually answer the questions. See how well you do. It's awesome. I love them. Yeah, exactly. When I saw that and they had thrown the guy on his tummy and said, "That's how you're going to give CPR," I thought, "Oh my gosh." Can you imagine if they did it that way now? All right, I'm not seeing any interest in that, but let's just have a quick little chat. I have is there anything that you saw that you want me to recap? I have the Better Homes and Gardens books and the Handy Cookbook and the Handyman book. I have the newspapers. Did somebody get the I have the 2 public health and nature school books. And what else? I have the first set of elf books. Should we just do these? Should we go crazy? We didn't have any interest. So maybe we should just sell them all. Starting at $10. I know I'm crazy, but I need to clear out. If anybody's interested, it's $10. Winner takes them all. Awesome. Thank you, Nancy. And I can help you on that too. Daphne's Diaries, you were asking about that. Um, are you you don't want new ones? You're looking, is it hard to find them where you're at? Or just tell me a little bit more, because I think I can help you out on both of those things. Edith Holden and um, Daphne's Diaries. Daphne's Diaries are just beautiful. The unfortunate thing, well, at least for me, because I sell my journals, is I can use them in my personal journals, but because the artists that provide their art in there are not necessarily copyrighted by Daphne's Diaries, you can't use them in art you're producing to sell, which is a shame because it's absolutely stunning. So many, yeah, yeah, they are hard to find. Okay, that's awesome. All right. I see Laura at $10. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Alice, 2 seconds. Oh, I better wait for Sandy. Laura, you're going to have a whole bunch of fun. And that's what it's all about, because you're paying media mail shipping. It's so inexpensive. You may as well stock up. Put those with your ideals. You know what? I will put both of these Better Homes and Gardens up together if you wish. And we'll start it at $10 and you go for it. We're at the end of the sale and they didn't sell before, so let's start them at 10 for both of them. So if you're interested, just put your starting bid in, starting at $10. You're welcome, Laura. It's always a pleasure. I love sending you goodies. I did not say you were going that you were crazy. I might have said I went crazy. I did not say you were going crazy, Karen. So we have $10 for the handyman book and the Better Homes and Gardens. And again, if there are certain Better Homes and Gardens that you're looking for, like a certain year for the cookbooks, or for maybe some of the others that are a little bit harder to find, uh, the gardening, the decorating books like that, then let me know. But Karen, I went crazy a long time ago. I need to go back here. Just give me 2 seconds because I don't want to forget. Laura on my sheet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and count these two down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I don't normally do that when when I do a recap to like start combining things, but the thing is, you guys, these are all books, and you need to take advantage of it. And um, it's my pleasure to be able to make sure you guys have things that you can use. So we will do it. Do you ever get books with Black families or kids? Actually, my mom and I were just having that conversation, and the thing is, um, I think I only have maybe one or two, and I've never brought them to a sale just because some people find that very controversial, and I don't want to step on anybody's feet, but I do have some. I think the Black Americana pieces, whether it be books or any of the ceramics and such, are stunning. But I know that for some it's a trigger for them, and so I've never bought them to the sale, but I do find them, and I'm happy to shop for those things for those who are interested in them. So, um, but I've only found a couple of pieces, and I've never bought them individually by themselves. They've always come in like an auction lot, like in a box with a variety of books. That's when I have usually found them. Yeah, girl, I have some Sears Christmas catalogs. I have a lot. Well, I have a lot of catalogs. I mean, not all of them are Sears. So I will be bringing those to the sale. The thing is I have paid up for those, which means I paid, I didn't find them like at a yard sale, or unfortunately, I wish I did. But I think everybody needs to have a Sears catalog. Oh, you want Christmas? Okay, I will look. I will keep that in mind. I'm trying to think. I think I have in my craft room on display. I have mine, and I don't know that I have another one, but I'll look. I may. In that room, you just don't know. There's a lot of books, and I appreciate you doing this. Did you guys? Toys are my thing. I know, right? Yeah, and the one that what is mine a Sears? It might be a Montgomery Ward's. Um, I didn't feel like there's that many toys in it, like when I looked at it. But I'm sure when I was a child, I thought it was like tons and tons of toys. Um, but yeah, I'm happy to do that. Do you guys like doing this with just like having a book night of sales? I just think it's a great way to stock up. So yeah, and on my videos, if you're watching my tutorials or my vlogs or anything, shoot me a comment and say, hey, I just thought of something, or, send me a message on Instagram or email or whatever. Just not on Facebook, because I hardly ever check Facebook, but I'm happy to look for those items for you. All right. So this has really been fun. Nancy, I am so glad that you joined us. And Alice, And some of the rest of you that are new to our Thursday sales, it is so great. And for those of you who, are so supportive, Karen, Northwest Sunshine, I know that probably not a lot of the book things are your deal, but I really appreciate you hanging out with us and having a good old time. So I will see you. Let's see. I will see you next week for another live sale. I have not thought through what kind of sale that would be. But perhaps I might just let's just maybe try out a little books, a little ephemera, a little maybe kitsch, and mix it up. So the more the merrier. So we kind of hit everybody's target. And, as you guys continue to hang out with all of us and with me, you really do start forging some friendships. It's exactly how I've met Karen and Northwest Sunshine and through some other sales that I attend, like Amy's sales. So it really is a cool community. And I think it would be fun to, see what other people like and let them kind of bid and have some fun on things other than just books and ephemera and art. So I think I might try it. I mean, I'll try it and try anything once. Um, with that, I want to thank you so very much for a fantastic night and a smooth night, and for you helping me clear some space so I can continue to organize my shelves for my future sales. I appreciate you very much. And keep in touch. And if there's things that you want me to look for, you know where to find me. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And until next time, remember, take time to just be. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.